It's another great day to learn with Mnet. Ready to level up your editing skills? In today's video, I'll show you how to get started with Adobe Premiere Pro, a powerful yet beginner-friendly video editing tool. So come along and let's dive in.
First, if you already have Adobe Premiere Pro installed, go ahead and open it. If not, you can get it from the Adobe Creative Cloud, okay? This is how it looks like when you first open the app. Close other apps on your device to avoid lag or freezing while editing. Yeah, okay. Click New Projects. Here is what you will do. Give your project a name. Choose a folder from your device or drive to save it in. Don't change the default settings. Just name your project and click Create. The next step is importing your clips. There are several ways to import media. First, go to File and select Imports. Shortcut for import is Ctrl-I. Another way is click Import Media to start in the project panel, right? You can also drag your video file directly from your computer into the project window, just like I'm doing now. Now that our clip is imported, you will see a message on the timeline that says, drop media here to create sequence. But what is a sequence? A sequence is where you arrange your video and audio clips. It shows up on the timeline and lets you cut, move, add effects, transitions, and more. You can have multiple sequences inside one project. For instance, instead of starting a new project for every video, you can just add a new sequence for each one. It's similar to how Canva lets you create multiple pages in one design. It helps keep everything organized and easy to manage, okay? When you first start a project, it's best to drag your clip straight to the timeline instead of creating a sequence from scratch. Why? Because Premiere Pro will automatically match the sequence settings like resolution, aspect ratio, etc. to the settings of the clip. This saves time and helps avoid problems later. It's an important basic tip every beginner should know, okay? Let's do that now. I'm dragging my clip to the timeline. Before we move on to the tools, let me quickly show you how to create a sequence manually. Press Ctrl-N and the sequence settings window will appear. If you are new to this, don't change anything in the settings, just click OK. Now I have two sequences, one with a landscape video and one that I will use for a portrait video. I will drag a portrait clip into the new timeline. Premiere Pro will ask, change sequence settings or keep existing settings. If you want the sequence to match the portrait clip, choose Change Sequence Settings. If you want to keep the current landscape setting, select Keep Existing Settings. It's up to you. Even if your sequence is in landscape, you can still import portrait clips or images and work with them. This just helps you decide the best setup depending on what you are working on. Now let me go back and check the first sequence. It still has the original landscape settings untouched. That is the great thing about Premiere Pro. You can have different sequences with different settings all in one project and they won't affect each other, okay? If your project's panel gets messed up, create a bin, just like a folder, to organize your clips. Right-click the project panel, select New Bin, then drag clips into it. Now, let me walk you through the interface. In Adobe Premiere Pro, there are two main preview panels, the source monitor and the program monitor. The source monitor shows clips when you click on them from the project panel. This lets you preview your footage before adding it to the timeline. The program monitor shows you what is on your timeline. This is your actual project in progress. Okay? For instance, I selected a clip that is already on the timeline and went to the Effect Control panel to reduce its size. You will see that the clip looks smaller on the program monitor. But if I double-click the same clip in the project panel, it opens in the source monitor and the size remains unchanged. That's because edits made on the timeline don't affect the original clip in the source monitor. So when you are editing, focus on the program monitor because that is where you see your final project. You don't need to worry about what is showing in the source monitor unless you are previewing clips before editing. Okay? Yeah, it's good you know this so you don't get confused. Now let's talk about the workspace. My current workspace is set to editing, which I like because it's flexible and gives me easy access to everything I need. But you can change your workspace depending on what you are doing. To do that, go to the window menu, select Workspace, and you will see several options like audio, color, editing, and more. The little dot beside editing shows that it is the one I am currently using. Let's say I want to color grade my video. I could use the effect panel and add lumetri color, but I prefer switching to the color workspace, where all the tools for color grading are visible and neatly arranged. So I will go to Window, Workspace, and then select Color, and the interface will switch automatically, just like you're seeing now. Okay? Now, if I want to work on audio, I simply go to Window, Workspace, select Audio, and it switches again. Now I have tools dedicated to adjusting sound. There is also an effects workspace. If I want to focus more on applying effects, you can switch between these easily. But personally, I always return to the editing workspace. It is the most balanced and you can still access effects, audio, color, and more tools from there. Okay, now let's explore some tools. We have the selection tool and the shortcut is V. We also have the track select tool, which is A. We have the razor tool to split clips. The shortcut is C. There are other tools there too, so take your time, explore and practice. Always remember to save your work. Ctrl S to save. Although Adobe Premiere Pro has autosave, manually saving helps you avoid losing progress. The timeline has video and audio tracks. You can add more tracks as needed. To hide or show a video clip, use the eye icon next to the video track. Keep it open to make your video visible. To zoom in on the timeline for more detailed editing, press the plus key. To zoom out, press the minus key. To split a clip, select the razor tool or press C on your keyboard, then click where you want to cut. Zoom in for better accuracy. After cutting, delete the unwanted parts. If there's a gap left between clips, right-click the space and choose Ripple Delete to close it. Okay? Now, to add a transition between clips, go to the Effects panel, Video Transitions. Pick one, Bound Wipe, Splits, just anyone. Once applied, the timeline might show red in that section. This means the preview might be laggy due to the effects. To fix this, press Enter to render the timeline. Okay? It will turn green and play smoothly, just like you're seeing now. Repeat this process anytime you see a red line after editing or adding effects. Take your time to practice and explore the software. If you make a mistake, just hit Ctrl Z to undo. When you are done editing, it's time to export. Press Ctrl M on your keyboard or go to File, Export, Media. Okay? Under the file name, choose your video name. Under the location, choose where to save it. For presets, keep it at high quality. For formats, select H.264. This is best for general use.
Thanks so much for learning with me today. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, and subscribe for more tutorials. Let's keep learning and growing together. I'll see you in the next one.